Hi everyone. So today we are going to discuss about inheritance concept in Python. So basically this is a feature of object oriented programming. So in object oriented programming, this is a way of writing a program. So there are several ways of program paradigms. So procedure oriented and object oriented and functional and modular. So like this, several ways of techniques are there how we can write a program. So POP, so generally this procedure oriented will be followed by C, and object oriented C++ and Java. But if we consider functional, modular, and all this, Python can able to cope up with all this type of programming paradigms. So Python, by using Python, we can able to write a program by following POP, procedure oriented, and by following OOP, and by following functional, modular programming. Functional programming can also be possible with Python. Now we will discuss about the feature of OOP. So one of the feature of the OOP is inheritance. So what is inheritance? So inheritance basically acquiring, we can say what is inheritance. So acquiring properties and some methods from parent class, we can say. So acquiring properties and methods which are defined in one class into another class without rewriting it. Without rewriting the code again in the another class, we can able to inherit all the properties and methods of one class into another class, which is called inheritance. Okay. So, and what is the main advantage of this inheritance, which is code reusability. What are the types of inheritance in the concept of inheritance? So Python will support inheritance, right? So and what are the different types of inheritances? So the first is single inheritance. So here we write types. So types of inheritance. Single inheritance, and then multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and hybrid inheritance, or we will discuss first hierarchical inheritance. And in the hierarchical inheritance, after that we have hybrid inheritance. We will see one by one. Single inheritance. We will discuss about single inheritance. Okay. So what is single inheritance? Single inheritance means one class will be inherited by only one another class, which is called single inheritance. One class will be inherited by only one particular class, which is called single inheritance, right? So and then here we will have parent class and we will have child class. So which class is called as parent class, which class is called as child class. So parent class, or it can be called as base class as well. Base class. Child class can be called as inherited class also. Inherited class. So what is parent class? The class from which another class is getting inherited, right? The class which is inherited. I can write like this: the class which is inherited into another class is called as parent class. And what is child class? The class which is inheriting, the class which is inheriting in the parent class is called as child class, right? So in inheritance we will be having parent class and we will be having child class. Okay, so I will see one example over this single inheritance. So let me erase. Okay. So now we will create a class. You can take any name. You have to provide the name of the class. So I will take parent. The name of the class I am taking it as parent. So this way we can able to create a class in the Python by using the class keyword. After that, I will create one constructor. So def underscore underscore init underscore underscore. The first parameter will be the self. After that, I will create a and b. So two parameters I am placing in the constructor. Now I will create attributes for the object which is going to create under the parent class. Self dot a equal to a, self dot b equal to b. Okay. Right. So now after that, we will create a method def show. So this is an instance method. The first parameter should be the self, and after that I wanted to print self dot a, the attribute values of the object I wanted to print when this method is called. Self dot b I want to print. Now I will inherit this class into the another class child. You can choose your own name, but if you want to inherit the parent class in this child class, what we need to do? So we need to pass the name of the parent class as a parameter into the child class when you are instantiating the class. Okay. So now child, you pass parent. Okay. Now here, so this is the child class which is inheriting from the parent class. Now I won't write anything here, just I will write pass. Right. After this, I am going to create one object under this child class. Okay. So here I will write. So OB1, I am creating one object under which class? Child class. Okay. So child. If you execute like this, you will get error. If you are not going to pass anything, you will get error because under the child class there is nothing. Just you have placed pass keyword, right? But this child class is getting inherited from which class? Parent class. Inside of the parent class, a constructor is there and a method is there. So whenever child class is not having a constructor, automatically it will call the parent class constructor. Okay. So then parent class constructor will get called. Whenever parent class constructor is getting called, so two parameters are there in the constructor, compulsory to pass two values. So automatically parent class constructor will get called when you create object under this child class without having a constructor in the child class. It will call the parent class. Now we pass 10, 20. Now object will be created OB1 with the attributes A and B set from the parent class constructor, because parent class constructor will get called when you create one object under the child class. Now I can access the method which is created under the parent class, which is show. So OB1 dot show. Now we can able to observe the output for this particular show method. When show method getting executed, it will print 10 space 10. So this will be the your output. Okay. So try this and observe the output. So we will continue to the next week.